Throughout the Bible, swearing an oath and making a covenant mean almost the same thing, somewhat like exchanging vows, and getting married are almost synonymous. For that reason, we can see in God's great oath to Abraham in Genesis 22:15-18, the final form of God's covenant with Abraham, in which he promises of universal blessings to all nations is finally included in the covenant. For that reason, we have to summarize the history of salvation in just a few images, so we'll focus on Mount Moriah to represent God's covenant with Abraham. So Mount Moriah is, like again, same as always, really easy to draw. The altar is just a pile of stones with Isaac on top. Put some sticks in here, put Isaac on top. And the last thing we're going to put is Abraham with his big knife. Now, this knife also symbolizes God's covenant between the pieces, where God initiated circumcision with Abraham and all of his descendants. So it's not just this, it's a pretty loaded picture, but this is also very reminiscent of Jesus' sacrifice, Abraham's only begotten son, or his only beloved son, being willing to be sacrificed, and instead of Isaac being sacrificed, what ends up happening is a lamb or a ram is sacrificed instead. So it kind of is a nice parallel to Jesus' story. So remember, once again, in order to get you 10 points, you need to have all 5 elements written down, as well as all 5 elements drawn to correspond with those items on the list. Thanks for watching.